Okay, so I'm going to attempt to control the hardware settings of the Bluetooth BlueFlyVario using a Macintosh running OS 10 version 10.9.4 Mavericks. Now Apple has made it particularly inconvenient to do serial Bluetooth connections with this latest version of their operating system. However, I have managed to at least make a connection well enough to be able to make some hardware changes that I'd like to do. So before I start, I've actually, just as a scratch pad, I've used a text editor to create a list of the settings that I want to change, right? So I want to change these items here. So I have that ready to go. Now I'm going to go into the Bluetooth preferences. Okay, and there's no Bluetooth Vario there because it's not turned on yet. So I'm going to turn it on. It appears. And then I can click pair. Says connected. However, I don't think it's paired yet. Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's go over here and we'll look at the terminal window. So we list our serial ports /TEV/TTY dot star. Okay, it is there. All right, I'm going to copy that. And this may not work yet, so screen that 57600 baud rate. Oh, it is working. Okay, so once we've got to this point, what we're seeing is the pressure data coming back from the BlueFlyVario. At this point, it'll stay paired. I have had some trouble where that last step didn't work, and it actually unpaired before I was able to do this. But with a little bit of determination, I was able to get it going. Once you've got the screen utility working, then you can actually do the settings that you want. Now, unfortunately, this is full duplex, so you won't see what you type. However, in many cases, the result is obvious right away, so we can verify that in fact we are actually making the settings that we want. Okay, so let's look at the settings. The first one we wanted to do was use audio when connected. We wanted to turn that on. At the moment, it's the default setting, so if I lift the Vario up and down, I don't hear any noise because it is connected. So we'll change the first setting. So I'm just going to copy that. So it's a $, uppercase BAC space and an integer 1, and to terminate the command we have the asterisk or star. Okay, so I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go back here and click in this window. I'm just going to do a command V to paste that. Okay, we saw that it did paste it. It flashed at the edit for a moment. We don't see any result there, but now I think if I lift the Vario up, you can hear it beeping. Okay, so we made the setting that we want. So now I'm just going to go through and set each of these other ones as well, and some of them will give an immediate response, and we get the idea that we're actually controlling something. The first one was it BFK. That's the position noise. Okay, so I want to dampen it a little bit more. From the default is 100, so this gives us double the filtering. So I'll copy that. Go in here. When I paste again, Command V, I want to see the edit thing. It's actually pasted it. Okay, so we've done that one. We don't even have to do a line feed or anything. Once it gets these characters, it actually does the change immediately. Okay, and then the lift threshold. All right, put that in here. Got that one. And then we wanted to change the sync threshold. Okay, so I'm going to copy that, stick that in here, and V. And again, these are all the pressure readings that are coming right out of the Vario. Okay, the sync off threshold, BOS. I need to change that as well. I mean, some of these changes are somewhat arbitrary. I'm still experimenting with what's going to work best for me as an actual Vario in flight. The volume, right now it's way too loud, so I'm going to turn that down to say 50. And actually we'll hear that one right away. So right now, before I paste that in there, it's fairly loud. And I'll put it in here, and it's much quieter. So again, we're setting each of these things as we expected. The next one is the output mode, I'm going to use the set it to the LX mode, mainly because I'm also using the LX mode in my in the TTL version, and I just want for consistency and also so I can see a change on the output reading. So we should see, if we change the output mode to 2, we should see the pressure numbers coming back in the LX format instead of the and there we go, right? Output mode of 2, and then well, there's one other one I wanted to do, which I didn't have in there. It was okay, we're going to change the green LED. Alright, so that's this one here. Again, at the moment, if I lift it up, when it beeps, I get the green LED flashing. And I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to stick it over here, and Command V, and now still beeps, but no green LED. Alright, so I've made all the changes that I wanted to make. Now to terminate this, you can do Control A. It's a control character to tell screen, and then Control K, I think, kills that window. Hit yes, and that stops that, and that immediately terminates it. And right away, I've got the blue LED flashing on the Bluetooth Vario, indicating that it's waiting to make a Bluetooth connection. And so I can turn that off. And so now I've made the hardware changes I wanted to, and I can quit terminal, and we're all set. So admittedly, this is not quite as slick as having the desktop app working. I'm still going to work on that and see if I can get that to work, but at least for the moment it gives us a way to actually control the settings, the hardware settings on the Bluetooth Vario from a Mac running Mavericks.